But before returning with all that, let me start on the phones, at least to Chicago. This is Israel. I'm glad that you waited. I appreciate that. Hello.
Not a problem. Megadittos from Chicago, Rush.
Thank you, sir.
I back in '91, I was living in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and I was living amidst the Crown Heights riots.
Yes.
And I remember David Dinkins was quoted as saying, "Let them vent, or let them vent their anger." I can't remember exactly what the words were, but I believe that's what resulted in his loss of the election, the next mayoral election afterwards.
Yeah, that was the name of there was a victim in these. Yankel Rosenblum? Rosenbaum, that's it. Yankel Rosenbaum. Yeah, I have a vague memory. I remember the Crown Heights riots. My memory is vague on the way General Dinkins dealt with it.
Well, I believe that he held down the police as well. He didn't send the police, and I think the riot started on a Monday, and I think by Wednesday night he had sent in police.
Yeah, that's right. That I remember that, but I don't remember what he said. Did he? Was he accused of saying something similar to what the Baltimore mayor has been accused of saying? Go ahead, let them riot, let them just kill themselves, tear themselves apart, or whatever.
I think it was let them vent their anger. That was what I remember.
Let them vent their anger.
Then, and when I heard the Baltimore mayor, allegedly say this today, I thought to myself, that I wanted to point that out to you, that Dinkins said the same thing.
Well, it is similar. In the Baltimore case, though, the mayor is quoted as saying, "Let them loot. It's only property." And there's some ear witnesses to that. Now, that's a little bit worse than let them loot and let them get it out of their system, let them riot, and let them vent their rage. Neither is admirable. Don't misunderstand. Anyway, thanks, Israel. We'll be back. Stay with us. Yeah, the Crown Heights riots. General David Dinkins, at that time the mayor for life, was accused of saying, "Let them vent." The Crown Heights riot. Dinkins, by the way, has said that his epitaph will read that he screwed up Crown Heights. Now, I remember both General Dinkins and Governor Cuomo blamed the police for most of the problems, at least indirectly. But a report ordered by Cuomo claimed that General Dinkins never told the cops to let the rioters vent their rage. That's officially. But Dinkins is out saying that's what he said. It was a big mistake. And in this case, damage was done. People were injured, and nobody did anything to stop it. And the same thing here. And look you can learn a lesson from this. When you let the inmates run the asylum, you're going to end up with an asylum. And here in Baltimore, the same thing. And I'll tell you what feeds this beast is that the protesters and the violent protesters and rioters have legitimacy. For all of these age-old discriminations and mistreatments and so forth, they are aggrieved victims, and as such, they are justified in destroying it. It happened in Ferguson. Nobody is standing up to stop this stuff, at least when it first starts. And I'm telling you, the left has this philosophy, and it's convoluted, and it's the way they raise their kids. It's everything, and that is authority compounds problems. You have the police and their presence, it's just gonna make the rioters angrier. This is their belief. Conversely, if you pull the cops out, you stand them down, and you may even, if you can, make them invisible, then the protesters are going to be even nicer. And they're going to be less damaging. They're going to be less violence and less property damage because the cops are the guilty agent. The cops are the provocateurs. Just their presence is what causes all of this. That's what the left believes. You can carry it over to the U.S. military and foreign policy. The exact opposite of what they believe happens to be true. When you stand down, when you're the authority figure of a city, mayor or a governor, and you order the law enforcement agents to stand down, you may as well be sending the signal that you can be had. You are transmitting weakness. When bad behavior is not punished, when bad behavior is essentially ignored and thus rewarded, it's going to continue. And this is just, I think, one of many areas where the left is 180 degrees out of phase in human nature. But again, when you get to the end, the left likes this kind of chaos. As I say, Obama and his buds are milking Baltimore for as much as they can squeeze out of this. Just like they did Ferguson, which they're still milking.